Now that CES 2024 is over, I thought it'd be a good time to do a roundup of the best laptops that we can expect here in 2024, at least the ones I'm looking forward to getting into the studio for review. Without further ado, these are the top 5 laptops or so that I'm looking forward to checking out in 2024. First up is going to be from the XPS line. We got 2 of them that I wanted to highlight here, the XPS 14 and the XPS 16. Again, they are now getting rid of the 17-inch, of course, and giving you the 16-inch here for 2024, bringing a lot of the design language over from the XPS 13 Plus. Now, judging from the comments that I got in the preview video that I did when I went to New York, there's a mixed reaction, I would say, at best. Now, I happen to love this minimalist design. I think it looks sleek. I think it looks modern. Although, one thing you will have to note, especially with the 14-inch and with the discrete GPU option, is whether or not the thermals will be sufficient. And of course, I won't know that until I get my review unit into the studio for testing. So stay tuned. That should hopefully be coming very soon. Now, they also have a 16-inch, which should have a little bit more room for thermals, but again, no longer the 17-inch will be offered. So those that are looking at the XPS 15 and the XPS 17 will want to check out the XPS 16, and that, of course, again, brought that design language over as well. I hope to get that one into the studio very soon. Now, if you checked out my Lenovo video for CES 2024, you saw we had a couple of new ThinkPads, we had some ThinkBooks, and we had a whole host of others, Legions and so forth, and the Magic Bay. So I'll leave a link for those that didn't see my video in the description below. But the ones that I really wanted to focus on here, where I anticipate getting into the studio, of course, is going to be 2 laptops from the X1 line, of course, from the ThinkPads, and that would be the X1 Carbon Gen 12 and the all-new X1 2-in-1, no longer called the Yoga, ready here for 2024. And the thing that stood out to me, of course, not only the upgrade to the Meteor Lake processors, the Core Ultra 7 processors, the Intel Arc graphics for enhanced graphics, of course, but of course the move to a 2.8K OLED display with a variable refresh rate up to 120 Hertz. So those are just some of the features we're looking forward to. Now, the other thing I'm looking forward to on the X1 Carbon Gen 12, to be specific, is an option for a haptic touchpad. And if it's anything like I saw on the Z13 Gen 2, and by the way, that review is coming this week, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel, then you're going to love this one as well. So we'll have a chance to take a look at it once I get a review unit into the studio. Now, moving on to HP, of course, you know I got an early unit on the HP Spectre X360, a 14-inch 2-in-1 convertible that just simply blew me away. Now, I'll leave a link to my review of that in the description below. It's a pretty thorough one, but I think a very good one at that. So check it out. A lot of upgrades here, a new redesign here for 2024. It's now got a 2.8K OLED display with a high refresh rate, variable refresh rate option. You get the Core Ultra processor, the 155H. You get the pen support, of course, as we've come to know and love, in a beautiful slate blue color. It's really pretty stunning, actually. So loved it. Again, check out the video if you didn't see it. But there also is a bigger sibling that was also announced, the HP Spectre X360 16-inch, which I hope to be getting into the studio soon. That has a discrete GPU option, which I'm very interested in. So hopefully we'll get one very soon. We'll check it all out and put it through its paces. Now, HP also had a great gaming laptop that I'm getting into the studio at some point, and that is the HP Omen Transcend 14. It's a 14-inch thin and light gaming laptop with a discrete GPU option. You're going to get the Meteor Lake processor option, of course. You're going to get the really gorgeous display and a form factor that looks pretty sleek and modern. I'm very impressed with what I saw, and I can't wait to get one into the studio. Now, when it comes to Asus, as you know, I did a video on that, and there was plenty of new offerings from Asus here for 2024. I'll leave a link to my video on that in the description below. But one laptop definitely stood out to me, and that, of course, is the Asus Zenbook Duo for 2024. They did away with the smaller display on the previous iterations and went with a dual OLED option, kind of like what we saw with the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i, one of my favorite foldables from last year. This dual screen laptop, of course, has a really nice keyboard cover that goes onto the secondary display, or the second display, I should say, making it more like a traditional laptop. And it worked really well on the unit I got a chance to check out with. It's got good I/O, it's got a great dual display option here, 14-inch OLED, absolutely gorgeous. So I can't wait to get one into the studio. Very cutting edge and pretty great for those that like to multitask. Can't wait to check it out very soon. Now finally, the Framework Laptop 16 is one I really can't wait to get into the studio due to its modularity, serviceability, upgradability, and just all the options you can go with. I mean, it's really wild, some of the stuff you can do as far as moving things around, putting the numpad, taking away the numpad, putting it on the left side as opposed to the right side. There are just so many variables, so many options that the user is just not used to getting. Other OEMs don't offer that, and that's what I think makes Framework so special. So I was glad to check out a little bit of a preview there at CES 2024 and look forward to getting a review unit into the studio. But those were just some of the ones I'm looking forward to in 2024. There was a lot of others there that were very interesting, but I don't think they piqued my interest as much as the ones we saw here today. Now, there's also going to be some laptops coming from Snapdragon or with the Qualcomm with their brand new chipset coming later this year. It's based on ARM. That's going to be a groundbreaking one, I think. And I am definitely trying to set it up where we can get some review units here into the studio. So we'll have a little bit more competition. And as you know, competition spurs innovation. Or is it the other way around? Is it innovation spurs competition? I guess it's both ways, right? And that's going to be good for the consumer. So we got a lot to look forward to here in 2024. CES 2024 was just a little taste of what's to come. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. And don't forget to check out my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew, and I'll see you in the next video.